it's actually funny. I remember basically I was just like in college, like whatever, like doing the dorm room thing, like making music and stuff. And I get a call from Adrian one day, who's my current manager, and he just all of a sudden just exploded everything on top of me. So he was like, all right, I want you to, you know, do this. All right, you're gonna start playing shows all of a sudden. And I've never played a show in my life, you know? And all of a sudden, you know, I was just getting shows. I was like, what do I do? You know, what do I do? And so I literally went out to Guitar Center, bought a controller, and just for a week, just like figured it out, you know? And so I remember, like, you know, that's pretty much how I started. Like literally I got thrown into it, and I had to learn really quick. And yeah, so I'm still doing Ableton sets, but you know, I'm gonna eventually, you know, do DJing sets. But that's, yeah, it's been definitely a ride. So definitely a very sudden thing. So. Yeah, I mean, no, totally. I mean, it's definitely, you know, after playing so many shows, you definitely kind of understand what, you know, the crowd kind of wants in general. And a lot of times it's, you know, finding a balance between like what you think is really cool, what they want to hear, and you know, you definitely meet in the middle somewhere. But yeah, being a college kid, I mean, you know, it's definitely just a young market. Like everyone's young, you know what I mean? Like DJs are young, the crowd is young. You know, we all understand each other. We know what we're here for. So. Yeah, no, funny, like, I mean, I'm a huge fan, like, Juicy J, like, will always be, like, one of my favorite artists ever, you know?
Bands will make her dance, bands will make her dance, these chicks clap, let's get it, and they ain't using hands.
You know, and, no, it definitely comes through, like, but especially with the trap thing, I think it's coming through everywhere. It's not just particularly Atlanta, it's just kind of a worldwide phenomenon pretty much nowadays. So, I mean, would I say that I like particularly like stick out as an Atlanta playing trap? Like, no. But just like nowadays, like I'm proud for Atlanta of like creating that sound. You know what I mean? Like we did. You know, we're saying it. I'm saying it. Atlanta made trap. Like we did it. You know. So I'm definitely like, you know, stoked to see it like everywhere. So it's cool. Like I said, I do Ableton sets, so I definitely play, you know, mostly house music and stuff, and I pick a lot of songs. I'm pretty picky about like the songs I play, so yeah, so I'll put a lot of time and make sure like I love every song I play. I don't ever play like a passive song. Each song I play like is something I'm like really into, because you know, it's just, like I said, I'm just really picky about it. So yeah, but mostly house music. I feel like that's just kids just love that nowadays. You know, it's just definitely the trend. What I play is like, you know, it's definitely super dependent on everything, like the gig, like everything, the city. If you're playing like a nightclub, you know, tend to go a little house here. You gotta like really scope. You gotta literally like look at your crowd, see what's going on, you know, and you gotta understand who you're playing for, you know, and that obviously makes a difference. If I'm playing like a venue where everyone's there to see the artists, you know, they're not there for the night. They're not there for the experience, like necessarily like, you know, just to go out. They're like really there to see who's playing. Then, you know, I'll definitely make a point to throw in some, you know, originals, like maybe stuff that people came to hear, you know. So it definitely matters, you know, definitely matters. You gotta, it definitely matter, like, just the ratio of fans, like, people there to see you. You know, it's, you know, just DJ life, you know, you just gotta know what's going on. Just, what I would say, just production-wise, is probably like the key thing, because I like to play a lot of originals. Like in my sets I'll play a lot of unreleased stuff, like, you know, huge amounts of unreleased stuff. So I think that kind of like, I like to play like very ahead of my catalog. I think that, I mean, I'll play songs that no one's heard, you know. So I think that by itself just differentiates me, because you know, as a producer I make songs and no one's ever heard them before, and I like to play them out. So yeah, and I think I've been making some cool tunes lately. You know, sometimes I'll get eager and play them out before they're ready because I'm just so excited about it. They don't sound too good, but I go back in the studio. I figured it out, and so I think whenever you come to like a gig, you definitely hear like what I've been doing. You know, it's not you're not just hearing songs that everyone's playing. You're hearing just what I've been doing as an artist and just the sound I've been developing. So, what's up? I'm Popeska, and this is my life as a DJ.